Hello and welcome to the Nonsense Chronicles. I'm Doug Sashery, and as always, I am joined by
Rob Mendiola.
Hey Rob.
How's it going, Doug?
Happy rainy Monday.
Oh man, it's been terrible. I'm not a fan of this.
I like rain, but the older I get, the cold, dumb.
No,
I can't.
It's not fun.
No, I can't work out. Can't do a lot of things. It's. I think my wife just told me. I think it's 3¼ inches we got so far today, and I saw that on the way here. Yeah, I'm just glad it's a little bit wet. We needed rain, but no. Did I tell you I lost another damn tree?
No.
Yes.
Well, now you got water on it, so maybe it'll come back.
That's kind of weird. Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, I have the guy who does the trees at my house. I've lost, I think, 6.
I mean, he's killing them.
He says I got a death zone behind I have a green belt behind my house. So in other words, there's no wind blocking, no houses blocking wind. So it just snap, and they staked them good. But you know what was funny about this one? This is a high-end nursery. These trees came from there. I think they're Carolina cherries. But they have a lot of, they're evergreen, which I needed them to hide a few things so that, you know, no illegal activities or anything, just hide a few things. And they, in my yard. And it broke the damn stake before it broke the tree. So that's how it snapped it clean off. And the stakes are not that big around. Yeah, but it was less than it used to be. So I mean, it was impressive.
Well, Doug, I hear you talking, but you're not looking at me. So who are you looking at today?
I'm looking up at the heavens, and I see Shane from Chasing Yesterday.
Welcome, Shane.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
And we have,
and as a sidekick, Carmen's here from the Wildcatter Saloon. She's a saloon owner.
yeah.
She is the Miss Kitty of Katy, Texas. Are you familiar with that?
Miss Kitty. No, I'm not sure about that.
Guns. Look, that was made before I was
way south,
Queen
Doug.
of Katy, never Miss Katy.
that was born. That was before I was born. But the reruns were on Gunsmoke. The woman that I think she owned the saloon. Her name was Miss Kitty.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that she wasn't a pro-stite, but I think she owned the saloon. And anyhow,
Well, the owner never does it. Only
No.
the employees.
No.
Only the employees.
That's
So,
right.
She
madam,
makes them work.
See, I was complimenting you.
he didn't call you a hooker.
She's the pimp.
Yeah. Back away slowly. But yeah, how's it going today?
She's
Chasing
going
Yesterday.
great, man. I agree. The weather's awful.
Yeah, it's very awful.
Yeah, I was.
Well, thanks for coming all the way out here today.
Happy to. I was sitting there reminiscing about the years I duck hunted out here. So
Yeah,
the whole
we
time
get
coming
quite
out,
a few duck.
Oh man, this is where it's
Yeah.
at. It used to be
Geese.
at least. I don't know if it's still that way now.
We
but
get a lot of geese and ducks still
Yeah.
migrate right over
Katy
us.
fly away.
Which yeah, wow. It's funny he knows our
Yeah.
last guest.
Avid duck hunter, man. Avid
Yeah.
hunter, yeah, big time.
Last guest was Ducks Unlimited.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
A guy over in the Tomball Magnolia branch is a good friend of mine, and
They do a lot of good stuff.
they do because I was raised in South Louisiana, and it was a
Well,
big
shoot,
deal.
that's
Every
heaven.
year.
That's duck hunter heaven right there.
Yeah, but I never knew about this side, how that gate, how that flyway was. I think that's really cool, and it's really interesting that he brought that up because
Yeah.
we just talked about that last week. That was a big deal. And I had never heard that word, that term put for the Katy Flyway until
Yeah.
Shoot, it's been years since I've done it, and this year we were like, oh, we're gonna do it again. I gotta take my boy out, let him try it, but man, just so busy.
Yeah,
Just can't
I
keep up
did
with
see
it.
you
But
got him
there's-
out to
He did
deer
do some
hunt,
deer hunting. Yeah,
right?
he shot
That's pretty cool.
He shot an 8-point, his first buck.
Wow,
Nice.
First one.
Yeah, that
That's
was the
pretty
coolest
cool.
high five I've ever given in the stand. That was
Yeah.
it. So he was a happy camper.
That's a nice first.
Yeah, better than my first.
did you give him? Did he get the war paint?
He didn't get the war paint. I tried to make him into testicles, but he wouldn't go for it.
Yeah, I've never heard that one, but yeah, the otother one they do back home. Yeah, so
He had to clean it though, so I guess he got inducted into it. He got bloody.
that's
But,
good.
Yeah, it was good.
Impressed.
For young man needs to do that at least once.
That's a good harvesting. Yeah, that's a
Yes.
good. We were talking about that. It's a lot of people that live far away, they don't understand the conservation that goes into hunting because the hunters themselves respect what
Big
they do.
time.
Yeah, they don't take more than they're supposed to take.
Yep.
And all of that is good. And Ducks Unlimited, like we said before, puts so much back into rebuilding the wetlands, which in Louisiana, you're getting all your oil and gas from us. Every storm that comes through tears. So those wetlands are very important, you know.
Big time. It's, I guess especially in Louisiana, man. I get what is it? They're losing how much coastline a year? Like it's receding.
Yeah.
Like the state
Sinking
itself is shrinking. And
you remember the Dakota pipeline deal? How it was a big deal? Was we were talking about one pipeline? I told somebody, I said, look at a map, and you can go to a map and you get a map, and there's red lines where all the pipelines are. If you go to Louisiana, it's a straight red shoot up. And the reason why, when I was a kid, and I explained this last week, that they always tell us they never got lost, but if you ever got lost, to go to the clearing, that's where the pipeline is. Because like they'd cut a clearing through the woods. The pipeline would usually be underground, sometimes above, but mainly under. But that whole area would be cleared. So that's
some workers gonna be there. You'll be able to find. At least it'll go to some kind of form of civilization.
There's a lot of infrastructure though.
Yeah.
So that could get a little tricky nowadays, probably.
Yeah. So I mean, it's.
Can you get lost in America nowadays though?
Not really. No.
Like it's.
You got so many towers now, cell towers.
If I was in Wyoming or Montana or something like that, then but
you got cell towers everywhere now.
Yeah, there's. But then you can't charge your phone.
Yeah, I always thought about that.
Without technology, we're pretty useless.
Yeah,
I always thought about that. If
yeah, we are.
If things went to hell, where would I go? I said I'd probably have to go to the damn swamp because that's what I knew. And
so no one else is gonna want to go there.
Yeah, nobody else was gonna go. Yeah,
you can definitely eat there.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
Can get eaten too.
Yeah, mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
If they don't clear you out first.
Yeah, die from malaria.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more, since Rob knows more than I do, about the band.
Absolutely.
Chasing
yesterday. Yes, sir. So Chasing Yesterday is it's a new metal / metalcore influence band here from Houston. Good group of guys. David, Matt, Rudy. Man, brothers. Best way I can describe it, just brothers.
Yeah.
And we enjoy what we do. We've broad range of influences. We've had a lot of fun. Playing live that's what we enjoy to do. I think I would give I may be biased because it's our band, but I think our live shows top tier. It's pretty fun.
No doubt.
So we're
you definitely feel it.
Funneling beer to people and throwing stuff in the crowd, and I'm getting in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
And we make sure it's a good time. I'm always picking on the guys on stage, so I think they've all been at least hitting the nuts once by me. And I actually choked Rudy out with the mic cord at the last one.
Holy!
He's like, "Yeah, he went a little hard." I was like, "My bad."
Now let me ask you. Since I see all this situation before me, and I like to put stuff together, was there any pressure or influence if you wanted to play the Wildcatter that you had to take people out, or did you was that part of the deal?
Take people out.
If you ever want to play Wildcatter, then you have to.
Oh no! She's told me, like, if you sucked, I wouldn't let you have shit. So she's told us, and we were dating well before I got back involved in music, and so we she encouraged me to. She posted a video of me just singing in the car, and Rudy happened to reach out. I was like, "Hey, tell your boy to audition," and went in, did it. I'd been on a 16-year hiatus from music.
Yeah, when did you start back?
With Chasing Yesterday.
I know, but what year?
Was it October 2021?
Yeah, about
October 2021. Yeah,
October
and I believe your first show was a Wildcatter.
Yeah, it was with Saliva.
Opening up for
Yeah,
Saliva.
so that
They
makes
threw me to the Wolves. I was like, great.
Yeah.
I'm not showing 16 years, and here I am open for Saliva.
That's cool.
But that ended up
thrown
being
in the pit.
Incredible experience. I got to sing "Click Click Boom" with Bobby and the guys. And
Oh wow,
that was a blast. And
that is cool.
man, that was a good indoctrination back into the game.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And I
Tough-
love playing live.
That's a good way to like validate what you're doing and saying, yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
belong here.
it's good to be back. It's I took a long time off to focus on raising my son. I was a
That's
single
a good
dad,
thing. Yeah.
so focus on him. Priorities are priorities, and music
Yeah.
isn't one of them. I got to pay bills.
been there, done that.
Yep.
But music doesn't ever go anywhere. It's always
No,
there.
you can't escape it. If
No.
you got that itch, it's
It's
always
there.
there.
Yeah.
It's never going away.
Yep.
Well, see, I never knew you that. I knew you in your other profession, and that's why when I saw, I'm like, wait,
When he
he does music too. That doesn't It doesn't seem to fit.
They I guess they contradict each other a little bit. The scenes are very different, and I think everyone overall is pretty, respectful. Then some people they're scared. I'm like, why? I'm probably the chillest son of a bitch you'll ever meet. So it's
You wouldn't know that watching you live, though.
No, I'm pretty. I'm intense on
just
stage.
saying.
We have fun. We got some alcohol fueled fun going on, but it's.
I'm like, maybe we should move back.
I think it's. Well, shoot. Back when I was in the scene, I played music back in Connecticut, and
wow.
man, it was a rough scene. So you had the hardcore scene, Hate Breed, all those Blood for Blood, a lot of that stuff going on up there, and it was rough. You had there was a FS. I've seen a documentary on it later on in life, but the FSU crew, the Fuck Shit Up crews, and there was it's just straight edge groups wearing an Aussie shirt to a hardcore show. You could get your head stomped in. Like it was
Jesus.
It was crazy up there.
My wife likes Hate Breed, and I'm like,
oh, I love them.
what the? Because
I love Jamie.
Yeah,
I thought
his wife listens to heavier music.
Yeah, she listened to even
him.
heavier stuff than I listened to, which I was like, wow, okay.
It's good stuff.
I like poppy stuff,
Yeah,
Yeah, I do too.
but I actually manage his band. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I thought
She's the
that,
boss
but I didn't want to
lady. Yeah.
misspeak. So
So I do. I mean, I talked to Rudy. Actually, Rudy and Shane, both of them approached me and they said, "Hey, you know a lot. You have a lot of connections. You own Wildcatter, and I feel like you can guide us the right way." So
yeah,
I think I've been
you got the
helpful.
business smarts.
she manifested it. She wanted it. So
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I when I went up to Flint, Michigan, to the machine shop, which was on my bucket list. I had these clubs I want to go to.
nice.
Scott Wilson and them's place in Colorado Springs because what's it called? Studios, something Studios.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But there's a few of them that I definitely want to hit that really mean machine shop. Everybody we know that y'all have had come through, most of those bigger bands, they've all played machine shop. So I wanted to go and
a lot of them played Wildcatters.
yeah, that's what I was
That's
saying.
cool.
And Kevin Zink, I was talking to him, great guy, and he told me how impressed he was with Courtney Austin, who's Scotty Austin's wife. She's doing all his booking, and for her age, it's hard to find somebody that responsible, but she does a good job for him. So I think the right influence for a partner in life in your band is a good thing. If it tries to be too much and separates, well, we see those too.
big time. Yeah, Carmen is far from being a Yoko Ono.
There you
So
Yeah.
Let's just say it, Yoko Ono.
yeah,
Yeah.
we all know what's on the mind.
Yeah.
No, she does a great job, and she's
Run it like a
well
business.
connected. Yeah,
That's cool.
I couldn't ask for a better partner. Like in the band, for our band, in life in general.
Yeah.
She's my best friend.
That's awesome.
No, we've been meaning, we told Justin we'd do it for him. And we'll go over there and sit down with him. But yeah, I have nothing but respect for those two because they survived that COVID shithole and held on.
No, we survived hurricanes,
Tornado.
ice storm, tornadoes, flood, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
HIV.
It is, a little shit.
Alligators in the creek.
I think I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's
Hiv.
that's pretty good, man. I mean, y'all did an excellent job. I really appreciate. The first time I went in there after, and I'm the worthless patron that buys a bottle of water because that's all I don't drink. But the first time I went in, I gave a bill to that girl that worked behind it, and she goes, I'm like, no, that's yours. And she came outside later and gave me a big squeeze. I'm like, hey, look, y'all survived. I mean, and I felt bad for all those damn people, because, I mean,
COVID did a number on a lot of people.
yeah, it did, man. And that's an empty void. You're talking about people they're out. Most of them were without the insurance, and all that other stuff.
We were closed for a total of, I believe it was 5 months. It was like
Wow.
it was like a month and a half, and then like 3 months or something like that. Yeah, I think it was between 4 and 5 months that we were closed.
Yeah.
So it was. Yeah,
that's
it was pretty
brutal.
bad.
A lot of businesses didn't make it at all. Mm-hmm. So a lot of them got shut down. Some of them are still shutting down because of it.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact,
So-
it's funny, man. Wildcatter, man, they get some big country shows, which is and they get all those people that you get a ton of people there when it's country music. Yeah,
It was
Right.
packed.
which is funny, man, to me because it's not. I like some. Now look, I like some. I don't like the new stuff, but I like the old guys. And I like some of the new guys too. Like Whiskey Myers, I would never give them to country. I said no, they're a rock band. In fact, I have a shirt that says that. John Janash had invited me to that show years ago, and I was like, "Nah, I didn't know anything about him." Then I watched Yellowstone. I was like, "God damn it!" Then I saw him at 713, but no, they pack them in.
What a
for
difference from Wildcatter to 713.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
like,
Now I think when we booked Whiskey Myers, it was they weren't on that show yet.
no, they weren't.
And then once they were at that show, their ticket sales just spiked.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
And we literally had like 3,000 people at that
Wow.
show, and we were like closing the gates, not letting anybody in,
Yeah.
and people were trying to sneak in across the.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
was pretty crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
That was our busiest show.
Y'all keep getting voted like best bar in
Right.
Katie's.
Houston Chronicle. Like,
yeah.
2
Oh
weeks ago,
yeah, that was
That's
that
been
was
a couple
amazing.
times
Heck yeah.
already,
Yeah.
right?
The
Yeah.
the staff there, and of course, Carmen and Justin and
Dana.
yeah, they are just 100%. Everybody is friendly. There's no
Oh, yeah.
shitty attitudes, anything like that.
Yeah.
Everybody there is serving, and anything you need, they'll cater to your need.
Yes.
And I think that's great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Huge
thank
difference.
The only thing we got to work on is parking on that road. It sucks, but hey, that's
you.
not your
road.
fault. Yeah.
I know, because
Hey, you go to Flint, Michigan. There's the machine shop, and there's basically nothing else around there. I mean, that hadn't been closed for 45
I'm-
years.
That
I'm a
rustic
fan of
kind
the road.
feels good things sometimes.
Yeah.
Like it's
I'm a fan of the road. That's where I can go 4x4.
right.
Yeah, I saw him driving behind me one night, and I was laughing. I could see him do.
I don't avoid any of the holes.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that
hit 'em all.
road. Every time we fix it, and it
Oh, I know,
rains,
yeah.
the 18-wheelers just destroy it.
Come
Like,
back,
there's
yeah.
nothing- There's nothing we can do.
I know,
yeah.
it-
So we
and
have
fast,
to
too.
constantly be fixing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Yeah.
So how did you get into being a vocalist?
Shoot. I played guitar in all the bands
Oh, wow.
I was in back in high school, and I still play some. I dabble with guitar now.
Cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I suck. In my opinion, I suck.
But you can still do chords. And
yeah, I can still do that.
Write on it if
And
you
also,
needed
my,
to.
my kid's learning drums, so I sit there and jam
cool.
with him. I was jamming with him last night, but always played guitar. And
Cool.
then a buddy of mine's band was like, "Hey, we're looking for a singer." And I was like, "Well, I can sing because I used to sing and play at the same time." And I was like, "You need me to bring a guitar?" He's like, "No, I shred. I don't share that spot." And I was like, "Okay." So I showed up, and he could shred.
Yeah.
That dude could play.
Yeah.
And shoot, I showed up, tried out. We did it. We were under the name Black Sunshine, and then we changed it because everyone kept calling us Black Shit Stain. So we became Destroyer, Destroyer in Connecticut, and then from there we played a decent amount of time, and then just it kind of just fizzled out. Things just fell apart, and then it was what it was.
You grow up in a musical family, or
No, not at all.
Wow.
Well, I grew up listening to Osmonds and Bee Gees. My
wow.
parents. So when I got into metal, my parents were shocked.
Yeah,
They were like, "Oh my god, this is
You had to send you
evil."
to therapy.
You know, and then growing up Mormon too, so that doesn't,
Oh, wow.
they've
Yeah.
kicked me out since then.
Yeah.
So, but
hey man, they got that Tabernacle Choir going.
hey, yeah, no,
You
That's
keep bringing that up.
influence.
chasing yesterday with Motab.
That's fun.
But yeah, music has always been finding music and finding metal in particular. You know, first I remember walking past someone's house and like, what is that? And it was Cemetery Gates playing
Oh yeah,
out of someone's front door.
Pantera.
And I was like, shit, that's awesome. Let me look into this, and that was it, man. It was just I was hooked.
yeah.
And so metal's always been hard rock, and then just I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably a little more narrow minded than some. I don't dabble too much outside my genre, but I will when I do. It's people are like completely shocked with what it is. Like,
Yeah.
like Hank 3, I love that.
Oh,
dude.
okay, yeah.
I love Hank 3, but
Lucid Illusions.
Lucid Illusions.
You
those
love.
are the
yeah.
ones.
You sing along to all
I know.
their
I love
songs.
them. Those are good dudes.
Yeah, it's like
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
did
those
it
guys, man.
when I did my built my new house. They came in and
Yeah,
played. That was
that's
my
right.
that
Oh,
was
yeah.
my housewarming party. Yeah,
right.
Heck
we
yeah.
were going to go acoustic, but we plugged in the first song and it never stopped.
Hey,
but
screw it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
The house held the sound really good. It was only when the doors opened that my buddy of mine said, "That's the only time you could hear it." I was like, "Well, that's good then."
Yeah.
because it was loud. Those kids in the 307 kids.
No, they're awesome.
Yeah,
guys.
it's fantastic, man.
They're all really likable, and that really helps. You know, a lot.
Friendly dudes.
Yeah, real friendly.
Parental guidance played a big role in those.
Yes.
In both of those.
Yeah, good people,
Yeah,
good
so-
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Good people, good kids.
Yeah, they.
Usually. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, Carmen knows. Yeah, Carmen knows we have a little something going on in April,
Yeah, but that happens to be the same day as.
but we're gonna do it early.
Metal Fest, H-Town Metal Fest. Do you want to talk about that show?
Yes. I
Yeah,
would love
talk
to.
about that show and not the secret show that we're not talking about yet.
Okay, I'm curious. I didn't know about a secret show.
Yeah, I don't think I know about a secret show.
April 27th,
Yes.
we are doing the H-Town Metal Fest at BFE.
Cool.
So we're gonna have a lot of good local bands out there, and we're waiting to find out before we can confirm our national headliner that we got coming in. But it's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm actually stoked because
Hopefully.
hopefully this happens
Fingers crossed.
because this band is actually when Rudy and when I first joined Chasing yesterday, you know, in getting through to know each other and everything, we're talking about who are your influences, and this band we might possibly get coming in is actually one of the influences I named, one of my 5.
It was
So-
Cottonmouth Kings, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Just keep guessing.
But yeah, so to the fact that this could happen would be pretty cool. So it's
Yeah, but it's a couple of bands from Phoenix,
Yeah.
been from Austin,
Amaya,
Sinstrip.
Apex Nemesis.
Apex Nemesis, some guys, some friend. We went and played out in Phoenix, and so we've been.
That's
This
where
will be the
Rudy is,
second time coming out here.
Rudy's stationed out there, right?
He was out there for a little
Okay.
bit, and so he's in Florida right now. So
Okay.
we'll probably he's making some connections out there, and
Cool.
we'll probably be heading to Florida, Georgia, somewhere around there this year.
Cool.
So that's the one thing that makes it probably difficult for us is he's having to work different locations,
Yeah.
and so he's
So he has to fly in for shows.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So we end up turning down more than we can take, which
Yeah.
we hate, but it just
Right.
is what it is. And we practice online. We practice twice a week online over a Jamulus program. So we've written the 4 new songs we're about to record. We've written and then played only live together in person, maybe once or
Holy
twice.
shit.
That's
So-
funny, but
That's
that's,
really
weird
cool.
how that's
It's worked, man.
You know,
That's cool.
a lot of that stuff came together like until there was an absolute need for it, and a lot of that stuff became possible. You know, which
I
is
think COVID probably did that.
yeah,
Yeah.
COVID
A lot,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
COVID
it's-
did.
Yeah.
You know?
We were worried when Rudy took the job, but we're like, you know what? We're brothers.
Still working.
We want to keep working at this and keep building it. And you know, I think that's a test to us being just such a tight brotherhood. We, you know, and I tell you what, it makes it easier it brings you together musically because you can't look at each other for cues. You can't. There's nothing. Like we have
You feel
headphones and a mic, or headphones and they're plugged in, and you have to feel it.
It's
so when we
instinct.
get together
Yeah.
playing live, I think it just makes it that much more bonding together. Like it's just fluid.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I really like that. Yeah, because normally, like, I was playing drums and I was waiting for whom the bell tolls. I was waiting for him to get off of his Cliffy solo at the beginning of that
Yeah.
song. And all right, when's he going to turn around? Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. So we don't even look at each other anymore. We'll scowl.
good.
But
Yeah.
So whenever you play live, it's like that
Yeah.
love on stage. Yeah.
Just
like you miss
love,
each
yeah.
other,
yeah, pretty much. So that's why I always harass them and mess with them on stage.
touch
Someone-
him
and
inappropriately.
Smack them in the nuts. Yeah.
Now, is that the next time y'all are playing?
April 12th. We're waiting.
27.
27.
April 27.
April
Are
27th.
you
Yes.
sure about that, manager? Yes.
And the manager's
April
supposed
27.
Yeah.
She nailed it down.
I think
Yep.
we haven't confirmed the Austin date yet though, but
No. Yeah.
So we got an
Y'all
Austin
going to be
date coming
doing
up.
Austin Metal
No. It's just
chasing yesterday?
Just
Yeah,
just
it's a
playing out
show.
there with
Oh,
some
okay.
Austin bands.
might
and,
be that Friday before, but it's not confirmed. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're focused the next 3 months on just recording. So unless something big pops up, but Rudy just moved there, so he's got to get settled in and get his job site going that he's working on. So
What's the BFE Metal Fest? What's the starts and stops on that thing? How long does it run? What time to what time?
manager.
As of now, it all depends if you're gonna do 1 stage or 2 stages. But as of now, it's starting at 7.
Okay.
So the bands that we have is Apex Nemesis and Amaya from Phoenix.
Those are our boys.
The Houston bands. That's Red.
That's it, Red.
I Nova Sky.
Nova Skyway.
Oh,
Wick.
yeah.
And then what was the name of the Austin band?
Oh,
Wick. Yes, Wick
Yeah,
from Houston
Wick.
as well. Wick.
I haven't heard of them.
Young Kids.
neither.
Another like a metal version of
Lucid.
Lucid and
Oh, wow.
007. Young Kids, and they shred.
Wow. Cool.
They
Oh,
jam. Yeah.
And then Living Hollow from Austin.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll be
Very cool.
It's fun. Last year's this is the second annual one, but last year's awesome.
So the
Remember last.
whole purpose of why we made the show was whenever they played in Phoenix, the bands there pretty much received them in open arms, and
So you're
everyone
just reciprocating that.
right. So we decided to do. You know what? Let's reciprocate. Let's show the Phoenix band,
Yeah.
the Houston people can show the Phoenix bands the same love that they
Hell
gave
yeah.
us.
That's awesome.
So we decided to do it, and it was a very successful show. So we're like, hey, let's do it again. And the Phoenix bands wanted to do it again.
Awesome.
So yeah.
You got proposed to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna do it
that's
again?
right. That's right.
No.
Now you got to just say I do.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's coming up, right? When you got the date?
July 6th.
Oh wow. Okay. July 6th.
July 6th. Almost there.
That's creeping fast, man.
Oh, shit.
I know.
I'm getting cold sweats.
Time flies when you're doing
Busy.
stuff like that. Yeah. Well, that's very good.
It's amazing how time.
Congratulations
I think
on
as
that.
the older I get, it does go faster.
It does,
dang
man.
Time flies when we're flying so much.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
don't,
didn't y'all just travel again?
Yeah.
God, y'all are traveling all the damn time now,
Dude,
man.
we live
I'm
to
jealous.
travel. That's where
But
it's
then
at.
I travel for work and I travel for fun. So it's like,
yeah.
Then I'll just join her.
yeah.
Like I'll link up with her in Vegas or
So
It
you
was
have
Vegas and
you have another life besides Wildcatter?
yes.
Yeah, because
So I manage a oil and gas lab. So it's a manufacturing lab. And
I
that's
didn't know you were in oil and gas too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's a Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 kind of job. So
I did not know
she's
that.
a hard
I didn't know
working
that.
girl.
Yeah.
She hustles.
Yeah.
Proud of her. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
and I got a few other companies too, but
Well, how long have you been here?
since 99.
Wow.
1999. I was so my parents are Bolivian. I was born in Brazil, and my dad is who was in the oil and gas, so he was always traveling.
So they were in Brazil at the time.
So Brazil, I live in Brazil, Bolivia, Venezuela, and then I came to Houston in '99.
Now explain to Robert who Simon Bolivar is. Okay, what's it? Is that how you pronounce it? You know who I'm talking about.
No.
No. No one
They
knows
named the country Bolivia after.
Oh, Simon Bolivar.
See, Believer.
That's the
Simon
Louisiana.
Bolivar.
Yeah, that's the South Louisiana
He's the
Simon
version of
Simone.
it.
He's the George Washington of South America.
Okay. All right.
See, I'm a history
Cool.
nerd.
Yeah,
so
I don't
I
know
I
know.
much
think this
about-
rings a bell.
Right, wasn't it? Didn't he was it Venezuela, Bolivia,
There's
like
a
all those
few-
countries?
Yeah, Ecuador. I'm
Did
pretty
he
sure
have a big hat?
They all
I don't
did. You had to have a big hat in those
Like
days.
the emperor hat?
Yeah, like the
Napoleon,
one-
And like
to
a,
the
yeah, like a
side.
Yes.
Napoleon, like a
Yeah.
Napoleon fluffy
feathers and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about feathers.
I've
but-
only
Frills.
done a lot of subsurface work in South America. Nothing on top. So
I ended up over here in Katy High School. That's why I graduated
wow.
my senior year, not knowing anybody.
and were you in choir? Because I know you like to sing too.
Just karaoke. No,
No,
just
you weren't in
karaoke.
choir in school or nothing.
No, no.
Ever. Never.
I just play. I used to play piano when I was a
Okay.
kid, but that's it. Yeah.
Never, you don't play piano more?
No, kind of forgot all of it. I literally did like 6 years of piano,
Wow.
and then
So you
I
should
stopped
be
after.
pretty decent then.
I mean, if I think if I pick it up again, maybe it'll all come back to me. But
Yeah.
yeah,
She
with all the
loves-
traveling.
Because
She's
you
been
like-
wanting to learn how to play the xylophone.
Yeah. You must like music though, I think, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
I mean, my dad, he was a musician too, so
Oh, okay,
that's
yeah.
kind of like
So it's in your blood a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, for sure.
so.
Oh yeah, I forgot your dad was.
Yeah,
What did he play?
he sang.
Oh, he sang?
Yeah, but he also played the. It's I forgot what it's called. It's like a Bolivian flute.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of little flutes together.
Oh,
he
yeah,
played
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Just flute.
I know what you're talking about.
The pan flute.
That's cool.
No.
That's pretty cool.
They actually had that. There was some guy on TV years ago, commercial. He was the master of the pan flute. Now,
I think Will Ferrell made fun of that.
Yeah, he did.
That's
He
the whole
did.
thing. When he said flute, that's what I thought it was. Will Ferrell running
That,
around.
when she said lots of holes, that's exactly what I thought
no,
about.
it's like a bunch of little flutes
And
together.
they go longer to shorter.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I know
I
what you're talking
forgot
about.
what's called.
No, they-
that's
What is
called.
it when he's the newscaster and he's playing the flute?
Yeah,
And,
I'm gonna show you. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up after, and I'm gonna show. Because she's looking at me like that never existed. I'm like, no, it did.
Yeah.
But
Doug always takes everything to Bart Simpson or Homer Simpson.
Heck
There's
yeah, you can't go wrong with
always-
Simpsons.
there's always a throwback. Somebody was telling. I'll give you an example.
They predicted a lot.
I give you example today. Somebody was like talking about why is this so and so influencer blah blah blah. Well, it just was a rant, and I posted a little video. I said once again, the Simpsons have predicted and showed us the way. And remember there was an episode long time ago.
Trump president?
No.
Or something
Well,
like
I mean
that.
that, but
Yeah.
no. Remember this one? They had a one when all the ad creatures, like the big boy that holds the donut, they all came to life. And Paul Anka, the actual singer from before my time, but still, they made a song called "Just Don't Look." So in other words, if you didn't pay attention to them, they would just fall over and die. These monsters that So that's why I said if you don't pay attention, then it won't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. See. So, but anyhow.
Interesting.
Yeah, everything goes back to the Simpsons.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
It can.
Never fails.
Everything.
Shoot, I grew up watching that. Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love
Cartoons
Tom and
nowadays,
Jerry.
I just can't dig it.
Yeah, it's very watered down.
Or weird.
Yeah.
What do y'all? I got a question for you because we always get into this, and I tell you, we talk about everything.
Heck yeah.
Except politics, religion,
Yeah,
race,
yeah,
gender.
or racing politics. We don't
Racing
yeah,
politics,
Yeah, we
yeah.
don't talk about that.
I
Anymore.
wouldn't even know
Racing
what
genders.
to do.
Yeah, but
I know nothing about racing.
what about y'all watch any? What are y'all watching on Netflix right now? Or anything? I mean, what
See, that stumps me too every time. I'm like, God.
So
we
much.
barely have time to watch TV.
Yeah.
I barely have time to watch TV, and when he does put something on,
It bores her.
no, I'll fall asleep in
Yeah.
like 10 seconds.
We all-
yeah, I
but y'all-
cannot stay up.
I like documentaries and like
Oh,
World
me
War
too,
II
yeah.
history and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
And we're watching travel channels too.
yeah, travel shows.
Oh, yeah.
I-
Yeah, travel shows. Yeah.
Shoot, I'll tell you one of my favorite shows to watch, just because we do love to travel so much. Departures.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Those two guys that travel
Mm-hmm.
all over the world and just they do such the off the cuff stuff instead of just the routine
Yeah, that's
tourist
cool.
crap trap stuff.
Right.
And I love where they go. The Ethiopian episode is probably one of my favorites. But
Wow.
you wouldn't think Ethiopia would have all that, but it was like founding cradle of civilization stuff that
Yeah.
is cool.
no, it definitely is. Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
cradle. So, but
And then every time we watch all those shows, we add it to our list of what country we need to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, we have like 23 more
I
countries
see,
to go
I see
to.
y'all, I
Like,
see y'all as that.
We're
That-
trying to keep up with the list and it's just
Yeah.
we're getting beat right now.
I think that's cool. No, my youngest, when she got married a year ago, they were Dad promised it was last January, but they weren't ready to do it now because of school. At the time, they weren't ready to do it. But then I got asked this year, and I'm like, remember when you promised that honeymoon vacation? I'm like, yeah, I didn't remember that, but they want to go to Greece. But
Oh, okay.
now look, I'm
Never been there.
my oldest has been to Europe a few times, but every time I'm like, look, first thing they like to stay. My kids like to stay in. Now, Carmen, I will
bougie?
bet all the money. No, I will bet all the money in my wallet that Carmen has stayed in these and had no problem. But hostels,
Yeah. I
yeah,
love 'em.
yeah. Now, in the United States, I heard they're not the same thing. In Europe, they're a lot better.
Yes.
But in my head, when
You've
I
watched
hear,
that movie Hostel.
I
haven't
haven't
you?
seen it, but I know exactly what it's about. So
Yeah.
you know exactly what I'm thinking.
when we went to Europe recently, we stayed in one hotel, one Airbnb, which was a whole building, and then 3 pretty much hostels. You would consider hostels those
Yeah.
Airbnbs. It was an Airbnb house, but it had separate
You
rooms.
get doors.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you get a,
Yeah.
Can
a
we change
keypad
it
for your door?
Can we change the name from hostel? I told my kids, I don't like to fly. Don't make me have to go taking on somebody.
Right.
But
Right?
do y'all book? Now let me ask you this because I'm looking at this, and I have one friend I used to deal with years ago in the grocery business. And he's always had a side. Him and his wife. Do y'all go through travel agency?
No.
Because I'm wondering on some of those things. Now look, I have friends and
I hear people save money doing that, but
But what do
it's
I
not
do
that.
when we travel?
I want to put them safe.
you don't need it. If you're going somewhere, ask her. You're going to get the Encyclopedia Britannica of travel like just
She got it down.
At 5 o'clock, you will board the train.
No, I
At
do.
6 o'clock, you will exit the train and turn left and walk approximately 50 feet.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There
No,
will be
when-
a taxi place waiting for you to take you.
When we travel, I want to make sure we take advantage of every
Yeah.
you know
She's
every
OCD.
second that we're there.
But do you book it also on safety of places to stay and stuff like that, or you just do?
No, I just go to
Shane can handle
Expedia,
it.
and then
He's throwing people down before.
I go to
got
Expedia.
this.
Look, I read the reviews.
Yeah.
Same thing with Airbnb. We read the reviews
Yeah, that's important.
and make sure because it's like this looks too pretty.
This
Let me
last
look at the
one,
reviews. Like there's something weird about this place. It's not. It doesn't match
Yeah.
how pretty it is to the price.
Yeah.
So just go down the reviews.
She gave me this like pad of paper, like an inch thick. She's like, here's your itinerary. I was like, oh my God. I felt obligated to go through it, but I was impressed. Like there were the print-ups from the computer on there, everything. Like maps of where to walk. I was like, all right.
Wow.
She's on her game.
Yeah.
When
That's cool.
when it comes to planning, she's on her game.
I think that's really cool because
That's why H-Town Metal Fest can be such good because we all have itineraries.
Well, like
Yeah.
you say, you don't miss out on something. You're pretty thorough. So
Right.
it's helpful.
I appreciate when y'all post pictures because I told y'all I retired from flying in '99. I don't do that, but I will go everywhere in this country because I
love road trips. There's
I
nothing
love
wrong
road
with that.
trips.
Yeah.
So like in other words, but I'm a little claustrophobic. So I'll give you an example. I was coming back from Columbus, Ohio, and I had to go through Missouri. And it was just right after the Joplin thing, so we saw what happened there. But we stopped on the way in 2011. We stopped like around January 1st or 2nd. I think it was the 1st in St. Louis. And they were setting up for the 4th and stuff. Well, there's the arch. I'd never been. So I went inside the arch.
Oh,
But as soon as you go in,
tight corridors.
No, they goes, if you have any problems with anxiety, claustrophobia, or, heart issues, and I'm looking, the reason why, I don't know if did I say this on a podcast before?
I don't think so.
They put you in a cart. Have you ever seen the movie Tron?
No.
No.
Oh, God, it's
I don't watch enough
I mean,
movies,
yeah.
young
man.
people. And but you had to get in these light cycles, and you had to kind of like you got scrunched over. So everybody's like that in those. Excuse me. And my youngest at the time was in middle school, and they just sent her up with another family, which was great with me. But it was really nice. But yeah, I was like, nope. I went inside.
Can't do it.
I went inside the arch. I touched the arch, but I'm not going up. You can forget it.
Made a Yui.
Yeah, they did. So, but all those little things like Rushmore, I haven't been there,
haven't
but
seen Rushmore
I've
yet.
done Niagara Falls. I've done that. I mean, all these little things I think are really cool, to hit. And,
World's largest ball of yarn.
pretty much, and
I like going to see stuff like that. It's
because when I was a kid, like we
I'll
used
stop
to
at historical markers.
That's-
Just read that kind of stuff.
I'm
I'm a geek.
And friends.
Oh yeah, we were in France. We were coming back. We were driving from Germany across to France to Paris. Ended up driving through Verdun, and so we stopped there.
World War One, baby.
World War One, and that was mind blowing to me.
I was
it's just the whole landscape still jacked up.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was listening this morning to a show, and they were talking about France, and that was, I want to say they said like it was a March to November freaking battle. In other words, nobody made it. They had like I forgot how many 100,000 people killed at
Well, I did the math on it. So there's 3 to 4 million ordnance dropped in the 10-month battle that it happened.
Yeah.
During that 10-month
That's
period.
crazy.
Doing the math on it, it comes out to like 23 a second. Shells dropped.
I mean,
That's crazy.
how like the rest of your life, somebody drops a pencil. We had a teacher
you're
like
gonna
that.
you done.
Yeah.
Like I could not imagine. And just being there, there's signs warning you about mustard gas, mines, don't wander off into the woods. And you look through the trees where it's all back there, and it's just trenches and bomb,
Yeah.
like craters and barbed wire still strung up, and it's just like
Remnants
damn,
of war.
Like that's all still there.
Yeah.
I would love to go back with a metal detector. I'd probably get blown up.
Yeah.
You might lose a limb.
Yeah, and I follow all those guys on Instagram, watching people that do that stuff. I think it's cool, but just
That's
that.
history. That's
it's
history.
history. Like I think if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it.
That's right.
And so I've been to D-Day landings. Like I don't know. I would love to go back and just do a World War I, World War II, Just
Yeah.
a
You need
couple
to go back
dudes.
with my brother and my
Yeah.
brother-in-law. That would be a trip for you
Just
guys.
do a bunch of
Because I
dudes
know
and
we were there for maybe
ride motorcycles across the country.
no.
No, dude.
We were there for like a couple of hours, and there was so much more. That's like a good
Yeah, I
3-day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like the
Trip
Smithsonian.
just there.
Just
Yeah,
multiple
it's like
days.
every town that you pass through, I was like, we're
Yeah.
done. Okay, Bella Wood.
Yeah,
That's
you-
where the Marine Corps got their name, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
every step there's another thing. Yeah, it's so much history there, and it's like, well, me, it's if I'm driving, like last year, I was driving from I was in Manhattan, Kansas, dealing with work, and I had to go out to I was going to go catch a show in West. Abel was playing in Western Kansas, and on the way I passed. Oh, that's right, Dwight Eisenhower Presidential Library. Hello, I only got about
Heck yeah.
45 minutes to an hour. Gone. Yeah, because I will try and hit as many of those as I can. Or minor
That's
league
cool.
baseball stadiums are really cool, which I haven't been to one in Sugar Land yet, oddly.
I haven't
But I've
either.
been to several around
I've
the
been wanting
country.
to. Is it still the Skeeters?
Yeah.
Skeeters,
Okay.
I think it is. Yeah.
But I mean, all those. No, it's,
I'm ADD.
man, I'm a classic interrupter. She's going to talk for like 12 times, like it. But
yeah.
But no, I anywhere I can and those things. I mean, all those little things interest me. So
You know what you need to check out if you ever get the chance? I don't know if you've been there or not, but Tombstone.
I've gone right past it because I've stayed in.
Go.
What is it? What's the city? Tucson is right. That's real close to Tucson.
I think it is. I think it
Yeah.
is Tucson.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Tombstone,
I didn't stop.
that is awesome. The Birdcage Theater, going through it, and there's the curtains are the original curtains. There's bullet holes all in them and stuff, and
Wow.
the ceiling's got bullet holes. And there's nothing behind the glass. As you can walk up and just like, oh, it's a bullet hole. Stick your finger in the wall.
I want to
And-
say it's almost south or southeast or southwest of
10.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
Tucson.
right off,
Yeah,
it's, just
where
south of, it's just south of 10 a little bit.
I need to go because when I travel, I get altitude sick after. So like it just feels like somebody's crushing my head after a few days there. But so I would take the lower route and go to Vegas or California like that. And
But next time you'll be prepared.
yeah, I got.
I highly recommend it.
No, you know what people got me on now is I ordered it, but it hadn't come in. It comes in this like Wednesday or Thursday. Is the oxygen can?
The boost oxygen.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've heard those. Yeah, because trust me, musician friends that play by the way,
I'll do one on stage next
wait,
time.
let me turn the record back. Sunshine Studios is in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Now that I remember it, but
right.
I just forget stuff. But no, I definitely want to go. I saw it was not far from there, and I passed it again, and I think maybe this year I think I'm going to be heading out west for a little bit, and I'd like to do that. I also want to do a PCH run. I've been to
That would
East
be cool.
LA, but I've never been
Pacific Coast Highway.
Pacific.
Yeah.
But
Highway
yeah,
1? That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, Highway
I want to go, but I want to go all the way up to.
Washington?
I
Or?
want to go to the Johnson Observatory on Mount St. Helens, but last year they had a landslide that closed off the road to that. So if they cleared it now and fixed it, which
I'm sure they have.
no, it was going to take a while.
Oh.
But if it's done now, I'll go because I definitely
Heck
want to
yeah.
see that.
No, that'd be cool. Highway 1's pretty, but go to Tombstone. I highly recommend it. The bar, so you got the Birdcage Theater, which, in the movie, that's where all the action's going on and everything. But it's funny because they have a chair that they, go get to, what are they called when they cut your hair?
Barber?
A barber.
Oh, yeah,
The barber.
Oh, my
And
God,
the barber was also one of the things to get the tour because he'll tell you all the weird stuff. Like the fact that the barber was also the administrator of the funeral home.
Oh, wow.
And so
Okay.
if he was running short of work, you'd be getting a close shave.
yeah.
And he legit would cut people's throats
Oh,
to get the
wow.
work for the funeral home.
God.
Like, it's crazy. So then, like, 3 doors down from there, you got Big Nose Kate's place, which was the bar that was owned by Doc Holliday's
Okay.
girlfriend. And so went in there and was just sitting at the bar, like, dang, this is old. Like, it's just, you're looking at it, it's like, wow. Talking to the guy, he's like, this is the original bar that, like, the wood, everything is,
Yeah.
it hasn't moved. This is original.
That's crazy.
And the argument that led to the OK Corral was right here. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then I found out Doc Holliday's whiskey is still, his favorite whiskey is still in production today. Old Overton. It's some bottom shelf spec shit, but bottom shelf, but it's not bad for a rye.
It
but
works.
yeah.
But see, to this day, I still love every single bit of that, just soaking up 45 minutes to an hour. Just give me a little taste of it.
And it bounce.
Yeah, bounce.
I think we're about the same way. Like that's how we do it.
Like the redwoods, I want to see those. You know, the
I
big
wasn't
the
impressed.
Sequoias. Really?
Yeah, I was kind of maybe I just didn't see the big ones, but
I want to see the big ones like the tree, the
with
car
you
could drive through it. Yeah.
yeah. I
That's-
didn't see that.
I
I
just
was,
wanna-
I was at Yosemite. I don't know where they were at, but maybe I missed it.
I know they're a little bit inside, a little bit. Well, I think they're closer to the coast, but a little bit to the east of one and other, the highway.
Yeah.
So you have to go up a little bit. Yeah, but I want to do that. There's a few other things I definitely want to see. I want to, if I make that route, more than likely I'll stop over in San Jose and go to the Winchester House.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
It's like going up to, Boston. I've heard they have the Freedom Trail, and it's like so many, but
I was just telling her we were in Boston a couple weeks
did you
ago.
shuffle off to Boston? But yeah, I want
Yeah, we had some clam chowder.
Patacana yard. But no, I want to do, like, I heard it's the first
Wicked cool.
wicked. I want to do the first 13 or whatever. I don't want to do the whole 30 or whatever things, but the first 13, I think people, but I want to see the Old North Church. There's a few things that I definitely
It's
want
nice.
to
It's
see.
cool.
Yeah. And then you have to go to Salem if you go there.
Yeah, we were in Salem too.
Yeah. And I also want to go to Gloucester because they had the
Lost you.
church there. They had the church there with all the names of the mariners from God knows how long, like 1700s that have, died at sea, when, like fishing voyages. Yeah. So those
Crazy stuff.
yeah.
Those guys are nuts.
Yeah, and in Salem, we saw the people that got hung for being,
Yeah,
Hey, those
for being
women,
witches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
who's to say that they weren't? No, I'm just kidding. God.
never know.
It is just like today. She's a witch. Yeah. But no, that's all those are little when I grew up going from my mom's family was from Ohio. So we would take a road trip every year and we'd usually go up eastern Tennessee and then we'd come down through western. So we do Nashville and all that on the way back, but we do all the Lookout Mountain and all that. We did all that. Ruby Falls. We did so all those little things as a kid. To me, we stopped and did DC one year. We spent a week there because it takes a while to go through those
Yeah.
museums.
Oh shoot, you can spend
Yeah,
forever
it
at the
is
Smithsonian.
fantastic. One that's what I always tell people is go to Pensacola at the Naval Air Base. They have a museum there. It reminds me of the Smithsonian. It's done that good. And
Nice.
but they but yeah, all those little things I saw, and I go back time and every state that there's always some little niche.
There's always something cool.
Yeah,
But I love Texas. I love this place.
I do too. I'm glad
I
I'm
love
here.
Texas.
I'm glad I'm here. A little bit more space.
Louisiana's fun too, though.
Yeah, best food in the world.
I used to work out in Houma.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Did you ever go to the what's the name of the club? It's closed now, but it was the rock club that was open in town.
I'm waiting to see if you say it because I think my captain was the owner.
It's a buddy of mine. God dang, I can't remember his name too. We're terrible on names.
Jad. I think his last name Dardar.
No.
Okay, yeah, different place. He owned the place Mad Dogs.
No, that's not. That was another place, and a few of my friends here played.
Shoot, I would love to play in New Orleans. To be honest, that would be fun.
Chasing Yesterday.
Yeah,
show.
take Chasing Yesterday to Louisiana.
Cool.
Those people know how to have a good time.
That seems like
I would
already
love
possible.
that's. Shoot, yeah, that's we talked. We were in New Orleans because whenever we're in New Orleans, we always go to. I love the Dungeon, so we'll go hit that place, and then there's another. I can't remember.
Is there a metal scene in New Orleans?
I don't know if there is or not. I mean, you got your gutter punks that go there to be gutter punks in New Orleans. It's like a thing, but outside of that, I mean, shoot, they love rock in Louisiana.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a different. It's a different story.
Houma may be the place to go actually to play a show out there. But, yeah.
There's a few locations definitely. And have you ever played Legends in Chickasaw, Oklahoma?
No, I haven't.
That'd be a good one. I got some friends I can hook you up with.
Do
there.
it. I'm down. There's not a place I won't play. If it comes up and we're like, yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, I hear you.
We haven't been to Oklahoma yet.
No, we haven't.
wow.
We can
What?
have that staked.
Yes.
Oh, do you have a
that's
map?
right.
Do you have a map like my wife did?
Oh yeah, y'all have a little tradition y'all do.
Yeah, we slap
Yeah.
ass in every state we go
He slaps
to.
my,
Yeah.
he slaps my butt every time. New state and new country.
New state, new
Yeah.
country. Okay.
Yeah, where are we at? We've been together.
I think
coming
15,
up on 3 years.
Is it 15 states and 8 countries?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good number.
I like y'all travels. Keep posting pictures.
Almost 3
Always.
years. Almost 3 years. Right? April's gonna be 3 years.
April will be 3 years.
Wow.
It's a lot of states.
Same woman.
A lot of spankings.
A lot of spankings.
A lot of spankings. Same woman.
So basically, just for that reason, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she likes to travel so much.
Yeah.
Now we know.
It's all come full circle
Yeah,
now.
now we know.
Hey, boy. So you have anything else that you want to talk about? What about the Wildcatter? You want to promote anything?
Yeah. What you got coming up?
What
baby?
do we have coming
What's
up?
big coming up at Wildcatter? You always have something.
Well, we're
going
talking
on.
about Lucid and 307. They're playing
Oh, are
our
they coming again?
March 17th,
Okay.
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, St. Patrick's
They're playing
show.
that show. It's going to be a
Cool.
Sunday afternoon show.
Cool. Yeah.
Nothing huge coming up, no.
Yeah. And if
Hopefully, we're going to start Crawfish next week.
Yeah.
The first weekend of February.
well, we were talking to. I talked to our friend that we interviewed. Remember, I let you
Out of
talk to
Louisiana?
the farmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got the scoop from him because I'd heard different stuff. And what it is, the drought last year was so bad that they go down deep.
Yeah.
It killed off a bunch of that. So they're taking a little bit longer time to get back up again. This rain is good. This rain is really good. Now we need the weather to stay warm. Like me, I always play the game. I always let the amateurs go out. I'm more than happy that they're out there seasoning their crawfish and eating them in January, but I will be doing it in April.
Better off waiting.
Yeah.
I already paid $15 a pound. For
Where do you
crawfish.
get your crawfish
Ding.
from?
That's what we talked about. He said there's some restaurants that charging 15.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
£2 pound minimum.
She has an addiction issue.
I do,
When
I
it comes
do.
to crawfish.
Was it a £2 minimum?
No, but it was. It's a Big Ends. Where is it? Oh, is it Clay,
Clay
and
and Katie Hockley? Katie Fort Bend?
Okay.
yeah, around that area. It's a trailer
In
called Big
between
Ends.
here and your place.
Their
Right.
stuff's
Yeah.
pretty good.
The guy was telling me. The guy was telling me. He said something. Now they do a lot of farming in Louisiana, and they send out the tail meat and all that to everywhere. And plus, they do the live stuff. In fact, when we have ours, that's where it's going to come from. And he said that some of these restaurants are doing it in their own farms, and then they're charging $15 a pound.
Oh.
I said, well, I had seen 13, but yeah, okay, now yeah, what's
Mike Seafood. That's on Highway 6 in Bissonnet. I don't know if he has his own farm. I know he has 2 locations. So yeah, but Mike Seafood, same thing. I think it's $14.99 or $15.99.
Now I saw. He also told me that some places are taking the live cut, but since there's not a lot, because he was telling me they were farming a whole damn field and they were pulling out 1 sack, 2 sack. Like, God dang! But he said that. So right now it's hard on him. But he was telling me that some people also taking some of that live and then taking some that were previously frozen.
But you can taste the difference.
Yeah, let me tell you.
can taste. It's like
I went
rubbery.
That's
to.
size
I went to Hank's
Change the
in
texture.
town, and they said they had live crawfish, and I'm like, okay. I went. It was frozen. I was like, I didn't. I took like 1 or 2 bites. And like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can
out.
you can taste right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The smell.
I'm not the aficionado of the 2 of us, but even I can
Oh,
tell.
I am very. When it comes to gumbo and
I
crawfish,
love gumbo.
Comes to gumbo and crawfish, I am very fist down on because it's a big part of our culture, man.
Yes.
So yeah, and like there's some places that do a great job, and some places that do a really horrible job.
Right. I like both, like the Asian style and the Cajun style. It's just whatever I feel like that that day. And I think the most I've eaten was 11 pounds in one sitting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they used to
And then I
judge.
have to nurse her back to health
Yeah.
afterwards.
Well, I mean,
can't be
once you
around me,
eat, it's
though.
I
like
can't.
once
be
you
around
eat, it's
me.
like yeah. Once you eat, it's like sushi. It goes away quick. Like it burns off fast. But the
But if you're just slowly eating them,
Yeah, that's the
for
best
a couple of
way.
hours, and you eat 11 pounds, and then you can't be around me. I'm sorry,
I
baby.
can't.
Yeah.
I'm leaving
Just
the house.
rotten.
Yep. It's
that's a
bad.
good idea.
Bad.
5. Yeah, in Louisiana it was like a 5 pound. But when we cook like a ton of people, we always do like 2.5 pounds per person. But it's about 5 pounds per person. You said, but we learned at an early age in Louisiana. You better learn how to peel them tails. 'Cause ain't nobody gonna be sitting there next to you peeling for you.
No, it's fun. I love doing it, but I'm just not.
You're not patient enough.
No, I can do it. I'm too ADD. Like I think I'm like, okay, let's do something else. Like I can't sit.
Oh, I do it for a while.
I can't sit for a long time.
Well, yeah, it's like me joining my friends at dinner anywhere. Like I'll eat, Adam Simmons, God rest his soul. His daughter had a birthday, and Larry Gilstrap and all them, they were all the 12 Years Ribbon guys. They were all down at the restaurant with his Adams family and all that, and they were waiting on me. I said, no, go ahead and order, man, because I'm going to be like 15 more minutes. I'm stuck in traffic. So finally they did order. I show up. That woman came up to me. I ordered. My food got there at the table before their food, and they had ordered first. I ate, and I would have stayed, but it was just too classic. I ate and I said, all right, I'm out of here, y'all. See you.
Deuces.
I left.
Deuces.
Just because of that. But no, yeah, I definitely can't sit still for long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I like to move.
There
I
was
like to
no,
move.
they didn't have a name for it when I was a kid. They just beat you.
Was you puppy feet? Dog feet? Dog feet?
Dog feet. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
my mom calls me dog feet
Oh.
because I can't
She's the
sit
same way.
still.
You're like
Except
this.
for when it comes to crawfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can sit there. I like crawfish. I love the sausage. And like there's different styles and everything. A friend of mine made it. He puts a whole orange in there. And I think it's great.
No, let me tell you the New Orleans style. And I have no problem with either one of them. Just the New Orleans style. Like my wife is going to go. She's in one of the parades, and I wish I could go, but I think I'm going to be traveling.
Are y'all going to Mardi Gras?
She's going this year. I think I'm not. Yeah, because
Never been. Next year.
go to parades on St. Charles. It's very family art. It's awesome. It's nice. Don't get close to Bourbon Street the night before. Well, it's a one-time thing. You do it. and
Yeah,
then- and you never do it again.
I would go once, and then I got friends. The friends I have in Homa, they're always inviting me out.
Yeah,
They're saying, yeah, this is. I think they run a couple floats too,
yeah.
so it's a good deal for them.
But they do that week at my wife's family. They'll do a they'll not only put oranges like my buddy Jacob Pierce will put in his, like the CJ Pierce running pool. His little brother Jacob,
Yeah.
he'll put orange and stuff in his. But in New Orleans, when we went to Cousins, they did freaking pineapple in there too.
Oh.
Which was crazy. And no, I love it. In fact, we have two blends on our boil mix, and I prefer, we have one that's more clove, like people make this, and one that's more citrusy. And I like the citrus one better.
Every year we do a crawfish cook-off for Wildcatter, and I know there was one that had pineapples and there was one that had honey.
Yeah.
It was really good. The honey one was really good. The only problem with his is it wasn't consistent.
I'm gonna show you something this year before you go and rock out.
On the 27th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you something.
you'll need to come out.
Well,
you
we'll
need to see,
He's
you need
got-
to come
he's
see
got
the
his
only
own-
cop-fronted band in Houston.
He's got his own little...
No, but we're done early. I told you we're done.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're done early. And
Okay.
we'll come support, and
Okay.
Heck yeah!
not only that, we'll promote it before that even happens as well.
Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because even though I like to do a lot of nationals, Rob says we need to do more locals. So yeah, see,
Yeah, well, I
Well, we do
think
too-
it's
we-
important to support
yeah, we
local.
do.
we all start somewhere.
We always push and support local music, so we can't just
Plus,
be lip
we
service,
like, we like to sit around and bullshit with our locals too. Not just talk music. We like to
Yeah.
talk anything else.
That's what life's about.
Yeah,
And those are our friends,
yeah.
I think.
yeah.
You know,
So
Well,
we-
until they come and talk to us, then that's pretty much the end of that.
then all y'all sucks.
we stay pretty busy. I think the band stays. I stay consistently busy. I know that with Chasing Yesterday, and then I got recruited for another project as well, which
You allowed to say what that is?
we don't have a name yet. We're still narrowing down, but we've got about 5 songs down, and it's heavy. It's definitely, if I were to compare it, I don't like comparing things to sounds of different bands, but if I were to say anything, it's Lamb of God, Fit for an Autopsy, Great American Ghost.
Let me call my wife and ask who these names are.
Yeah, like it's on the much heavier spectrum.
No, wait,
But it's cool because I get my softer side with Chasing Yesterday. That's the softer side, and then I get this other side, which is going to be this extreme.
So is it melodic or is it
Both,
swallow the mic?
both. Yeah, it's rough. I love it though. I guess it's been a lot of fun to do it, and it's we had a promoter listen to it. We sent him one of our tracks, and his response was, "God damn, did y'all resurrect Dimebag Darrell?"
Oh God.
So he, shoot, we've we've had some people reach out to us to offer some. We haven't recorded. We just got a drummer, and we've just been building it slowly. And it's it's already been offered a lot of really good, heavier gigs on the spectrum. So
and this year's the 20th anniversary of Dimebag's death.
Oh,
So I was wanting to kind of put something together for that, but I don't know
shoot,
how that's going to work out.
that's crazy. 20 years ago,
I know.
I was living in Vegas when that happened.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of remembers that pretty
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, that's
pretty well.
That guy who did that was an asshole. I'm glad that cop shot
Well,
him.
he was mental, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Got your little tattoo.
Oh yeah, I got my CFH tattoo on my foot.
Yeah, I
so,
did see that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like feet tattoos. I was wanted one. Everyone said it hurt, but it wasn't that bad.
I got my first one at 55. So yeah.
I was a late
Yeah.
bloomer too. I didn't get mine till. Well, I got my son's handprint the day I got full custody of him, and then I didn't get anything after that for a long time.
Yeah,
But now I've got a bunch, so
cool.
it's fun.
Okay. Well, you got anything else to give us? Oh, I got one more question before
Oh,
we
shoot,
we
man.
get out of here. This is the biggest question of the evening. Why the name Chasing Yesterday?
I didn't pick it.
He don't know.
I
God
didn't pick
damn it, man.
I don't know.
It's not his fault.
All that build up.
I know, but it's funny because you can kind of. I look at it from the standpoint of I was out of the scene for so long, wanted to be in it, but man, I had responsibilities. I had my kid to take care of, so
So you're literally
this is
chasing
chasing
yesterday.
yesterday's dream. So that's
Yeah.
that's how I always look at it.
For sure.
It's like how coincidence that that's the name of the band, the first band that I joined in 16 years.
Yeah,
That's
And-
actually a good.
Yeah,
That's,
it's
that's
just
actually a good
like-
story. It's like a musician could put a song out and it could mean one thing to that musician, but to somebody else it means something totally else.
That's-
Already had
That's
the
music,
name, and it's just like, wow, this works. This
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
and it's been fun. I love my buddies.
yeah. It looks like
They're-
you're having fun. So that's
We have a good
important.
time. It's
Yeah.
always fun. I don't think we haven't had a show yet where afterwards I haven't had an injury of some type. Like I move, we're jumping, we're moving around, we're making sure everybody has a good time. And shoot,
So if I come on the 27th, will you personally make sure that I have a good time?
yeah, personally.
Then I'm
Oh
come
no,
up-
don't ask him.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Oh no, don't
I
ask
got
me
you.
that.
You're gonna find yourself in the mosh pit.
You're gonna have 2 strippers on you, feeding you
my
shots.
wife. Well, baby, you gotta stay home. I'll be back later. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But,
we'll make sure you don't get thrown up on or anything. So
He's gonna
And
throw
that's
you in
gonna
the
be
mosh
it.
pit.
That's
We'll
gonna
be
be a
there.
BFE.
BFE,
That'd be a fee.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
April 27th.
Okay.
All right,
So,
cool.
yeah, no,
We'll be there.
yeah, we throw down. So
Are y'all gonna be part of the Godfather Fest?
No, because Rudy's
Rudy's working
because of Rudy.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
But are you going to host? I know you.
I'm pretty sure from talking to them, I'm going to be hosting the event though,
Okay, cool.
So, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be 8th, 9th,
Frank's
and 10th
awesome.
of March.
I love that dude.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, thanks again for coming out, man.
Godfather.
It was cool having y'all.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
thanks.
you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys.
Always welcome out here.
Anytime. You said you don't drink though, right?
Don't drink. I drink a lot of
Yeah.
water though, man. I just
Man, I brought homemade
I know.
corn
Yeah.
moonshine. But hey, it's okay.
it's always around me, man. But
All
I'm
right. Hey, I ain't gonna be a bad influence on you. It's all right.
Smokes a lot of crack though.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Well,
Everyone
that's
has
a
their
good
vice.
point to end the show on. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't. But thank you for joining us on the Nonsense Chronicles, and like and subscribe. We'll see you again.